So you just finished polishing your car and you're probably left with something like this. You got some dirty pads filled with compound and polish and residue from the paint and the trim if you didn't mask that off properly. But today I'm gonna be showing you guys a quick and easy way on how to deep clean your pads and get them ready for the next time with one simple product, pad cleaner and conditioner. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is not throw away your pads. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but believe it or not, most people often think, oh, you know, I just finished polishing my car, they're dirty, it means I gotta toss them out. No. Don't do that. Don't toss them out because we can still clean these, save these, and get them ready for the next use. And another thing you don't want to do is use a pressure washer to clean your pads. Now I know in a perfect world that sounds like an amazing cleaning experience, but just know this, your pressure washer is going to shred through the foam on these pads. It's going to basically cause them to fall apart and they're not going to be ideal for use for the next time you use it on your car. Now, the next thing that you want to keep in mind is the cleaner that you're going to be using to clean these with. The thing you don't want to use is dish soap or degreaser because those are extremely aggressive towards the foam. It's going to dry out the foam. And then the next thing that you're going to do is go polish your car and then the foam's just going to start falling apart because the foam is all dried out and brittle. So today I'm going to be showing you guys on this orange cutting pad that we just finished using. As you can see, it has all kinds of residue from like wax and glaze and like compound. I'm not entirely sure what the person that was using this pad for used it for, but we're just gonna assume that it needs a deep cleaning, which it does. Now, one way that I like to clean these with is you wanna have a bucket of fresh, clean water. And what you can do is go ahead and pre-saturate them by simply just dropping it in there. Just drop that thing in there, let it soak in the water. That way it starts breaking down all the wax and oils and compounds that are in the pad. And then the specialty cleaner that we will be using today is going to be our polishing pad cleaner and conditioner. So yes, you guys heard me correctly. This product will deep clean the pads safely and effectively. And not only that, but it's also gonna moisturize the foam. That way it's ready for use for the next time you use it on your car. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take out the pad now that it's all pre-saturated. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your bottle of pad cleaner and you're gonna go ahead and simply spray this directly onto the surface of the pad. All right, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your pad conditioning brush, and what I like to do is I like to just dunk it in the water too, just to get the bristles soaked and lubricated. And then all you gotta do is start scrubbing. So you're gonna go ahead and start scrubbing. And the cool thing about this pad is that it's shaped so that you can easily scrub your pads. That way you don't have like a straight brush trying to like scrub it like that. This has a nice little ergonomic shape, so you can have it flat and also do the deep scrubbing without hesitating or struggling when it comes to scrubbing it properly. Now, right now, what I am gonna do is I'm only gonna be cleaning one half of the pad. That way we can show you guys a little cool blue tape special without the blue tape. And then once you're all done scrubbing, simply go ahead and dunk the pad back into your water here. And then you're just gonna simply massage out the product from the surface. So I'm just gonna massage it out. And you can already see the big difference from the dirty pad side to the clean pad side. Let me know if you guys can see that nice and clearly. I can see it clearly right here on my end. And just check it out. That is the great before and after. That's the blue tape special that you guys know and love when it comes to Chemical Guys. Blue tape special. But check it out, guys. This is the before. This is the after. This is what you want your pads to look like and get them ready for the next time that you use them with. So the next time that you polish your car, for whatever reason, do not throw away your pad. It's still salvageable. You can still clean it and get it prepped for the next time you polish your car. But look at that, night and day difference. Dirty, has all kinds of oils, compounds, polish residue, wax, sealant, glaze, whatever it is that you're using your pads for, they can be saved, as you can see, and I just showed you guys. Now all I have to do is finish cleaning the rest of the pad, and as you guys saw, it's very easy. It's just a matter of having that cleaner on there, and I believe the star of the show is actually the cleaner. So earlier in the video, I did mention you don't want to use something like a degreaser or like dish soap because those are dish soap specifically has degreasing agents. So if you think about it, it's gonna remove any kind of oils and stuff, which is great, but it's gonna dry out the pad severely, and you don't want the pad to be dry. You actually want it to kind of be somewhat kind of conditioned. That way the next time that you use it, it's not just falling apart. And especially don't use a degreaser on there because that thing will dry the hell out of the foam, causing it to literally fall apart the next time that you use it on your car. Now, one cool thing I like to do is I just kind of like fold it like a little taco. Comment down below, when you eat a taco, which way do you tilt your head, left or right? I'll be honest, I'm a lefty, look. I think it just depends on like, if you're right or left-handed, right? Hey, if you just found yourself tilting your head right now, like this video and subscribe, I got you. If you're a menace, you eat the taco like this from underneath. All right, guys, so like I said, just fold it like in a little taco, wring it out as much as possible. But believe it or not, there's still a ton of water trapped inside the foam. Now, the best way to dry the pad, you don't want to throw it in the dryer. What I recommend doing is if you have a machine polisher, which I definitely hope you do, because if you have dirty pads, I don't know what it is you're doing with them. But if you have a machine polisher, go ahead and put the pad back onto the machine polisher itself. Make sure that it's on there very nicely. And keep this in mind, guys, this spins at a very high rate of speed, so that's gonna just fling out all the water that's inside. But please don't do this against yourself, because then it's gonna fling all over your clothes. So make sure you do it either upward, outside, or if you have a bucket like this, just wrap the cord over your shoulder like so, and then you're gonna go ahead and basically put it in the bucket, not all the way into the water, obviously, just enough to where all the water is just gonna splash into the walls of the bucket. That way it just goes right down and you don't make a mess. So just go ahead and turn on the machine, turn it on low speed setting, work it up to the high speed setting to make sure you thoroughly knock off as much water as possible. And just like that, your pad is back to brand new. And now that you're done wringing out all the water, simply take off the pad from the machine, store your machine away, or clean the rest of your pads. But just like that, your pad is now clean. And what I recommend you do before you put it anywhere, like in a container or a bag to store it away, just allow it to air dry for a couple minutes, maybe like 20 to 30 minutes, just so it's fully air dried. Store it, and then that way you don't have to worry about it. And then it's ready for use for the next time you want to polish your car. All right, guys, and that's gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give us a huge like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, if you guys want to pick up these products, like our pad cleaner or the brush itself, they're all located on our website, chemicalguys.com, or you can swing by your local detail garage store. As always, my name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys. I'll see you next time. One more time, one more time. One more time, one more time. All right, I'm out.